Well, hello, and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm your host, the amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me at this ungodly hour. Everything works. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. 'Tis Wednesday, hump day, the day of humps. And I hope you've had a fantastic week. I hope you're ready for the weekend. My friends, am ready for the weekend. Only partly because I've been playing ostrich for a couple of months now, not really paying attention to what's going on. That's why I'm probably so happy. But as it goes through, as we continue moving towards the end, the death of the United States of America, and the birth of whatever the fuck we're fixing to hit, I don't know how long I can play ostrich. But we're going to have us a good time. And, naturally, we're going to talk a little bit of politics today, but later. Maybe later. Yeah, later. Today's world is confusing, and there's too much information for one person to make sense of it all. Which credit card should I pay off first? Is non-fat milk good for me? Who should I vote for? Let's face it, if you can't figure out high-interest milk, then how can you be expected to make political decisions that influence a country of over 325 million people? Well, that's why there's fascism. Fascism is the political, social, and economic system for today's world. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines fascism as a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts a nation, and often race, above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of the opposition. Choose this ideology and life will be easy. Did you ever look at someone who uses really big words and think, I wish those libtards would just disappear? Well, under fascism, your dreams can come true. Under fascism, you won't have to worry about the pesky little things like brown people or atheists, or who in your country is entitled to basic human rights and who is not. Hint, hint, the answer is nobody. Yes, friends, this truly is the final solution you've been looking for. And if you're concerned if this form of authoritarianism will be up to your high standards, don't worry. American fascism will be the best fascism in the world because it's been endorsed by Jesus. So go out and destroy freedom and democracy by getting fascism today. Paid for by the Fascio-Conservative Party, formerly known as the GOP. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Yes. So fun little commercial reflecting our times. Let's see. Am I here? I am here. Let's move me here. You don't mind, do you? Let's get me in the frame. I like being the center of attention. There we go. Very sexy. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yes, there we go. Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka, boom. All right, we're ready for the show today. Good morning. I ask only because I haven't seen any tech gremlins yet. So, I'm just kind of wondering what's going on. Good morning, Katie Dodson. Nice to see you this morning. Let me scroll up here and we'll say hi to everybody, or most folk. Vic Lit, thank you for joining us this morning. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for asking about my health. I'm doing okay. Yeah, mostly. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I didn't realize you were talking about that thing. We'll get back to that maybe. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully I'm just a pinhead. Good morning, Left-Handed Jedi. I hope you're feeling better today. I noticed your message. About your I think it was your A1C. I've been kind of getting ready for the stuff, so I didn't know if you responded. Mine too. Yeah, mine finally pegged up in the 7s, and then I was already taking the metformin, and then I started doing like Ozempic. I take like half that they prescribed for me because I don't want it. Yeah, no, I'm good. And so between the two, because I continued to do the other one, I'm down to like 5.7, 5.9. Yeah, so feeling great, by the way. So good luck to you. Hope you're having as much luck. Katie Dodson, Vic Lit, our president is a convicted graper and felon. Yes, good morning, Quasar. Nice to have you here. All you wonderful people. Renegade Sector, Renegade Sapper. Yeah, no, it's not new. And yeah, it is kind of fascist. Store brand oatmeal sucks. Can. Good morning, really? Gile, nice to see you. Yeah. You guys are funny. Nice to have you all joining us this morning. I have a fun little poll going. Oh, Hernan Jose. Nice to have you with us this morning, Hernan. I never thought of that. Regret ass pickles and farts. And don't worry, I'm still working on Father Flanagan's line. That just reminds me, I think it was Gile who was really interested in our, Blame Eve line of products, Ass and Gill. Yeah. One of those feminine hygiene things, keeps you clean from ass to gills. Ass and gill. That's one of our fine products that we're coming up with soon. Raven Lunatic. Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining us, Raven. Is anyone speaking in tongues this morning? Well, it's some kind of tongues. Blame Renegade Sapper. He was confused by our fascist commercial. He wanted to know if it was new. It's not new. No. Me and Andy Hall scripted it. I read it. That was back in 2019. Still applies, still appropriate, still fits. You know who he does know about Zechariah chapter 14, right? I know all about it. I was there when I wrote it. Were you not there? Vic, I gotta ask my friends to try to keep it to English for a quick. Keep it. It's cute that you're showing off your Google Translate skills. Just kind of make it fun for everybody, though. 20 years ago, that'd have been fantastic. I'd be like, dude, you speak French or you speak whatever German? Was that German? I saw it was German. I know it was German. That was my first second language. Damar. Canar with Damar. Durante, good morning. How are you doing? Can a person burp in tongues? That's a great question. Well, let's ask Durante. He's here. Good morning, Durante. Nice to have you. Andrew Valinsky, what's the deal with paper sizes? Why is there no standardization and why are the names unrelated to dimensions? That's a fantastic question for a different chat, probably. Man, you guys are doing fantastic. Already loading up this morning. John McCann, thank you for joining us. Let me just make sure. Durante, you do happen to have a wrench. So if you'd like to post a link to your show tonight, you're welcome to. And people can go there and hit the notification button, go do that voodoo that you do so well. My wife and I were, oddly, you guys are talking about weird sizes. Oddly, my wife and I were talking about, I cannot tell you why we were talking about this. I don't know why. It's one of those things that men just don't know why this shit comes up. It was just there. And we somehow she was telling me that there's, I guess, small, standard, and jumbo. And those are the sizes for tampons. I guess it's small, standard, and jumbo. Not like small, medium, large, extra large, then jumbo. No, it's like standard to whale uterus. Just kind of thought that was funny. Why were we talking about that? Again, I don't know. We were sitting here, there was a blinding flashing light in my face, and all of a sudden we were talking about, like, I don't know why we were talking about it. Good morning, everyone. You guys ain't right. Let me catch up. Happy Fruit, what a cool name. Has anyone ever told you sort of look like Jordan Peterson? Not without getting a black eye, they haven't. No, nobody's ever told me that. You know what I get a lot? I get. Okay, and any of you who agree, what do you think about, fuck is his name? Aftab, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Parasophilus, nice to see you. What is his name? Don't tell me I know this. Snow? Yeah, it's not Snow. Damn it. No. Don't tell me. I know this one. Shh. Why do I always forget his name? Donald Sutherland. I get Donald Sutherland a lot. I don't know. So the movie can happen, I guess. Let me refresh our poll here. I want to check out with our poll. Does anybody here think a Donald Sutherland kind of looking outfit? Maybe without the glasses. I don't know. Mr. Mallard does not look like Peterson, aka Benzo the Clown. If anything, Eric Clapton. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Pops was single-minded. Only men spoke in the house and only in German. Yeah, I don't know if that's that may be a conversation for you and your therapist, but you can share here. I'm just saying. Good morning, Jesse Bear. Thank you for joining us. Ask AFTAP, is there any evidence showing that when we die, we enter in the world of dreams, which we see when we are alive? Not that I know of. There might be like some, good morning, Parasophilus again. There might be some, brain scans showing that whenever you die, your brain just kind of fires off in weird ways, perhaps like dreams or, memories or some business. I don't know. You might ask Google. Google may have, I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm just saying it's, Happy Fruit says, y'all look a lot different, but the thumbnail, the resemblance is okay. Okay, I got you, Happy Fruit. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you. Oh yeah, that thumbnail where I'm going like that or some business. Yeah, I don't normally do that one. It does kind of make me look like a fascist, racist piece of shit, doesn't it? Jordan, I'm sorry, man. If you're watching, I did not mean that. I don't really know enough about Jordan Peterson to know about his stuff. Colonel Sanders. Oh. Colonels. The hell you say? Colonel Sanders. Damn, I could do like a Colonel Sanders. He kind of fugly though, but I'm not fugly. Oh, huh. Look at that though. I still got you can't see that. Look at that. I got the like that. I could get rid of all this stuff right here. Damn, that's motivation to never, ever shave this part of my face off. Ever. Ever. Stinky Pete. Let's see. Brain is starved and the effects are. John Hudson, good morning. Was digging on the politics. Let's go over here. John says, did I have myself blocked off? No, okay. I was digging the political fire you unleashed yesterday. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. I do. We've talked about it. We've threatened it. We're just gonna. I want to have some fun. I want Nancy to come here and go, man, you are the funny son of a bitch. You're just the funniest son of a bitch. And I want to come in here every morning, Chris, and I want to sit down and have a nice cup of coffee with you and giggle until I pee myself. That's what I want Nancy to say. I don't want Nancy to go, man, that Chris is talking about Trump again this morning, and and it just gets me all anxietous and makes me feel like I'm getting verbally abused. I don't want that, I want to have a little bit of fun. I need a freaking chair that doesn't make me hop like I'm on a freaking electric plate. But, so I dig it though. I do, John, I do. I am very passionate. Maybe I've thought about it, you guys are a captive audience by the, maybe at the end of the hour or the end of the show, like the last half hour, we might just unleash me on some politics, some news. The wife has suggested that on more than one occasion about doing some news. You know what I mean? You picking up that way, yeah, because I like being funny, but I am passionate. Matter of fact, today we are indeed going to talk about some of this stuff. Colonel Sanders, my ass. Yeah, I see it. I don't like it, but I see it. Yeah. I just want to point, let me close that real quick. I have stuff I want to talk about. Let me get you real quick with the chat, though. Hernan Jose, Colonel Sanders looks like the plantation. Yes, he very much does. And I think that's on purpose, from where he came from and his background and all that. Vic Lip, the only similarity between him and Sanders is the white hair. And I guess, these things I got right here. Yeah. That white hair, though, gets me a long ways. Atheism is the only truth. Skunks and junk. You speak my language. I love it when you talk dirty. Aftab, Jordan Peterson, try to find the meaning of dreams. What do you think about this work? Yeah, I don't care. Jordan, I don't know. Are you calling me Jordan? Hey, Jordan Peterson. I'm not Jordan Peterson. I'm the funny one. And the dashing one. Well, don't count Durante. So let's just see here. Chris looks most like President Snow from Hunger Games. Yeah, President. That would be I already forgot his name. Son of the bitch. Why do I always forget his name? It's like a block. Sutherland. Sutherland, the old guy. Damn it, I don't know why I forget his name. Whenever you talk about Trump, I always have to go poop. See, yeah, you said, I understand. See, Nancy, you see what I mean? I do kind of, I feel what you say. So many people come in, they're like, you know, I want to, yeah, there's a Spanish reason, skunks. We stole it from another language. Aftab is work. Yeah. Peterson gets on my nerves a bit because he's just a psychologist, but there's nothing he doesn't feel qualified to weigh in on. Me too. Philosophical Gamer, good morning. Nice to see you. It's been a day or three. And of course you, Giles. I'll have to go back and watch the chat if I can to see. Thank you. Jesse Bear says, got Hunger Games on my mind considering our current situation. Yeah, no doubt, right? Oh man. Just paint. Give Tucker Carlson like a blue hairdo, and you're there. You're there. I feel the goats. I do see the goats. We will have goats. There will be goats. I don't know do the goat on the goat yet. We will do goats at the bottom half of the. Oh, goodness gracious! Thank you very much, Left-Handed Jedi, for gifting the 5 network memberships to the damn network. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm not hearing it for some reason. Oh, there it goes. My Bluetooth. I hate Bluetooth. Thank you very much for the memberships. I appreciate you. It's the whole reason I'm here, so that's to poop with friends. There you go. Peterson is not smart person. Smart person. Very true. Good morning, Punk Apostate. Good morning, Brent. It's Brentley, right? I think. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to have you with us this morning. All of you wonderful people. John Hudson, one should never poop alone. That's true. That's true. John comes in here so he can get the best out of his morning, out of his Metamucil as well, I guess. Michael Rosenbaum was the best Lex Luthor. Oh, that's great. Oh, let me see. I will make that. Let's see. Michael Rosenbaum. Oh, you know, I don't guess I have seen his Lex Luthor. Oh, I've never seen Smallville. I'm a bad person. Thank you all for becoming members to the channel. I very much appreciate you. John Glover's Lionel Luthor. Oh, I don't know. You know, I'd have to check that out. Really? The old guys from... I do kind of... The old gay couple from the Muppets up in the thing. And you're like, were they gay? Now we're going to have the whole different conversation in the chat. Aren't we? I think they were. I think that older couple is gay, which I think is cool, by the way. It looks like Jordan Peterson's prescription for self-help didn't include a dose of self-awareness. No wonder his medical license got revoked. You know, to be honest, I don't know that much about him. I'm not somebody I've ever cared to watch. Left-Handed Jedi says we need to support our community, especially now. Very, very true. That's very true. I appreciate you for saying that. That's part of what Durante and I have got going on. We're both building a community, and then we found each other, and we're raising up together, and I'm so excited about that, man. We're doing a great job. Our channels, between the two of them, have gained like 3,500 subscribers in the past month. Something like that. A lot. We've been growing a lot, and it's sharing and helping, and it's just been fantastic. And any of you guys, if you're near Raleigh in April, come see us. Come hang out with us. We're going to do a thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning, Steven Stevens. I hope you're doing great. And Durante, feel free, of course. I need to update some of my timers to post some links to the Bridge City weekend stuff. So, but feel free to post links to the Bridge City stuff if you want to. Jesse Bear, every Jim Henson couple is a couple. They were never just roommates. Good answer. Yeah, Bert and Ernie, of course. I thought everybody knew Bert and Ernie. I look like a young George Carlin. There we go. Yeah, I guess I look like a lot of people. Good morning, Austin Sims. Thank you for joining us. Punk Apostate. Morning, Bentley. Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Man, you guys are all wonderful. Y'all are loading up this morning. Here we go. There you go. Meet us in Raleigh. There's a link. I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin that here because I got to pin it twice in two different places. The gym. Good morning. Here's a link to today's poll. And I can do this. Replace pinned message. There it is. There's a link. So if you guys want to join us in Raleigh, let us know. I'm also going to be, I've got some things to do. I'm going to edit a video today. I'm going to record a video today. I've got things I'm going to do, but I'm going to start really getting after the Ark Encounter website. The work to build it, the Ark Encounter protest website. That way we can kind of get it, make it looking nice. It doesn't take a lot of effort, I mean, I just gotta get in there and do it and make it done. And that way we can have that good. Then I got the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Hey, Durante, while I got you, did you do your own website, or did you pay someone to do your website, or do you have a friend? Who did your stuff, man, if you don't mind? Thank you very much, Vic, for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we've got all that coming up, and hit the like button. Save a goat. Yes. Obi Atheist, thank you for joining. So back to the point. Yes, we need to support with Trump and that nonsense about promoting faith, which means Christian nationalism. That's right. That's right. I mean, hey, man, I've been saying this for a while. Again, we don't want to get too much into it yet. I think I'm going to save the hardcore Trumpism for the end of the show. Deal? Maybe we might start like the last half hour of the show. So I'll save this thing. I've got a thing to talk about today that is political. So, good morning, Raven, or thank you, Raven, for the $5 super chat. It says, Durante, you are so talented, inspirational, and a lot funnier than me. I told you he does this. You know what? Didn't I, Durante? I told you he pays me to blow sunshine up your ass on my channel. I hope you knew that or not. So there you go. I wasn't lying. Did I lie? I didn't lie to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Raven, for that. That humbling lesson. You're a bad man. What I think I should do here, let me do something. I'm going to show you something here, Durante, since I've got you. And man, this is for your own, because we go back, me and you, like brothers for like what, 6 whole weeks or some business. I want to show you this for your own protection, your own safety, just a lesson, right? Here we go. This is Raven Lunatic. If you see this person following you or behind you, if you're in a grocery store and you hear somebody with an Aussie accent say, "Oi, excuse me, lad," and they're talking to somebody else, but just kind of follow, watch out. It's this person. He's stalking you. Or me. I don't know. In my car, in my car, I've got like my rear view mirror, and right beside it is a picture of him, so I don't ever forget. Good morning, Raven. Thank you very much. That's what you get, man. You get picked on by the amazing Super Chris. Good morning, everyone. AR, thank you for joining us. You guys are keeping it light and funny today. Yeah, Raven's getting deep into it this morning. Vic Lit, Durante Lamar, talk nerdy to me. That's right. Simply Secular Dave, coffee, sip, that's great. I was talking, I had some ideas. I need to get, but maybe I had an idea about helping our campaign for our Raleigh campaign to get, funding for that. And I may start dropping some links or some business to help other stuff. What I'm talking about is I want to get Durante to get me some links that I can drop to help promote his campaign financially for Raleigh. Because you know what's going to happen? If we don't, I'm going to be out busking in front of a hotel. Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. I'll be like, what's his name? That redhead that got arrested in India. What's his name? Ed Sheeran. I remembered a name. Right-handed Sith. Hey, don't we have mods? Right-handed Sith says Durante is the funny, dashing one. I think we should have mods. Don't we have mods? We have standards in this channel. Steven Stevens, I drive by a coffee house on the way to work called the Fainting Goat. I'm not. You know, I don't know. I drink a pot of coffee, and then sometimes I get a Starbucks, and then I come back and knock back another pot of coffee, and I feel like I'm going to be a fainting goat too. And my heart's in here twitching. The wife comes up behind me and goes, "Honey," and I'm like, "Ah!" She's like, "You know, I live here too." Like, yeah. So let me see your can't mod a mod. Damn it! All right, I can't mod a mod. So you you get away with it this time, right-handed Sith. You guys are fantastic. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we'll check our poll today and see what's going on. John McCann, growing up, we had plastic Jeebus on the dashboard of our car. We had to say, John McCann, had to say a prayer in the car before a trip. That's not a good sign. Not really bolstering my confidence in my parental driving skills. I'm just saying. Austin Sims, I may not be as good looking as Chris or Durante, but I have great hair. I have great hair? But see, that's the whole thing, you know, like, oh, sure, I have great hair, but have you seen me bald? I am not Durante good looking bald. Durante rocks, I don't know what he looks like with hair, but he rocks, I don't want to know now. Look at him without the hair. He looks like freaking Avery Brooks from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Ooh, we could go on a Star Trek cruise together. He could dress up as Avery Brooks, and I could dress up as Jadzia Dax. Sorry, honey. The wife, hi, beautiful, if you're watching, you can go too. We need somebody to pay for it. We're YouTube creators. We have no money. I'll be okay. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get back to some stuff here. I forget his name, but he had a great mustache, if I remember. Right-handed. Uh-oh, damn it, my chat stopped. Damn chat. Let's see here. I wonder if some of your candles could be sold. Is there some of the theme product? You know, Steven Stevens, I really do plan to. There's an entire real business side of this that I'm trying to figure out how to take care of. I know a lot about how to do a YouTube channel pretty good and build this kind of thing so far. I'm doing a really good job. I don't know shit about business, but I got some very good ideas I'm wanting to do. I'm selling the songs. At least I got that going. I got the songs copyrighted and put up in the place where license anyway, via YouTube, where we can make some money on them eventually, hopefully, if they do good. But so many of the Father Flanagan's ideas are legitimate products I want to make and start selling. Father Flanagan's Pharaoh Sombreros. I was even thinking about reaching out to Ramsey's condoms and seeing if we could work up some kind of deal with Ramsey's condoms because of, Ramsey's. And, the Pharaoh Sombrero, dude, that just fits, man. That's just fantastic. Is that not Wile E. Coyote? But I really need somebody who has some business skills to partner up with. The headache's coming back, Vic. The headache's coming back. Let's see here. Catch up, Vic's pride myself on here. I don't know the hell you guys are talking about. Bald is the new bald. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Y'all talking about Durante. Oh, sure. Talk about Durante. No, it's awesome. You guys are fantastic. Canadian Patriot, good morning. Chris, are you in favor of immigration or should there be limits? I'm in favor of immigration and limits within reason. Yeah. Yeah, it burns, Native Atheist. Good morning, Native Atheist. Man, all the cool kids are here this morning. John McCann says, I was raised Roman Catholic. I'm sorry to hear that. My family was drinking the Kool-Aid and probably just drinking. They do that a lot. Sorry. Yeah. I don't mean to presume. Fur babies first, then politics if there's time. That's right. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. If Durante is Benjamin Sisko, Chris would be more like Quark. Yeah, see, no, I don't have the business skills for that. I really don't. That's good. I do appreciate the going there though, Raven. But there's a better analogy. Unfortunately, Chris really doesn't, I don't really fit any overlay of any, I don't, for some reason. There's no Star Trek person that I really like. Like, look at Durante and look at Benjamin Sisko. I mean, these are the same picture. But as far as me, good morning, Zheng Fuku Shang Religion Destroyer. Thank you for joining us. But we'll work that out. Good morning, Mrs. Messenger. Nice to see you, being you. What are your limits? Do you know, man, that's the Canadian Patriot. That's fantastic. Those are great questions. I don't really know, to be honest. What I would do if somebody came up to me and said, dude, you're going to make these policies. Let's go. I would go, let me go find somebody who's educated in these matters and get their opinion, probably even make a board of those people and discuss it with them and then try to figure out the best situation. But to right here, that's not even my bag, dude. Immigration, I'm an atheist. I'm a liberal left-wing nutbag. Yeah, I like immigration. I like people. I like people coming in from all over the world. I love people. I don't want to just keep just the white people here or whatever. But, you know, let's see, Katie Dodson, you got a junkyard. You need a bumper. Let me see here. Let me catch up just a second. I like it that I made this bigger. I can read it all now. Dane Darklight, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Yes, you are an outsider of the group. Circle jerk sounds so much more fun than a circle of prayer. True. You know, the video I'm going to work on today that I'm going to work on. I've got two I'm working on. A couple of things I'm working on. But the one I'm working on today is, and my friends, I'm not going to spoil it. I think I may have spoiled it yesterday. Son of a bitch. Anyway, it's the top 10 regrets I have as an atheist, or, you know, that atheists have about leaving the faith. So we're going to do, yeah, one thing I do not miss is prayer groups at all. Right-handed. Okay, guys, I think, oh, hey, we hit that bottom of the hour. So if you guys want a goat or something, let me know. We've got goats, Pharaoh's Curse, you know, I mean, we've got all of them. I am working on a new one today, and yesterday I've been pinning down a new commercial for Father Flanagan's Pharaoh Sombreros condoms. Loving that one. And again, I just gotta get some shit together. Philosophish, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Good morning. There does seem to be a powerful delay here on our chat. I missed the pipe organ. I love pipe organ music. Okay, Raven Lunatic. First come, first serve. Everybody can be a part of the group as far as I'm concerned. We're cool like that. Yeah. Woken One, good morning. Accountability groups are the best. Yeah. There you go. Never Dane, we can never quit. Never quit, Dane. Here we go. Somebody said goats. We're going to do goats. Go get a cup of coffee, folks. Let's have some goats and coffee, and don't go anywhere. We've got like blaspheming and shit to do. Goats?
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh, no. The Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do you do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sin and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
I really did miss an opportunity by not saying don't goats anywhere or some business like that, didn't I? I did. Great things here, folks. Yeah, so let me refresh our poll. We'll just check. Have we even bothered to talk about our poll yet today? I have just been going. You guys are fantastic. Yesterday we were like rocking. It was wonderful. And as much as I have thought the whole politics thing, I got so much good feedback from it. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out some shit. I don't want to blow up my world. You know what I mean? All right. So we've actually had 45 votes. Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. I ain't going to do all that. 45 votes. The question is, what about heaven's description in the Bible makes it seem more like hell than an eternal paradise? I really wish Richard Madsen were here. I'd be interested in his thoughts on that. If he could keep them brief enough for my attention span. If his brevity could respect my attention span. Richard, if you're watching. Oh, Philosophish, good morning again. Only 261 days till Halloween. I'm going to go as a sexy Chris. Huh. I'll just dress as I always do. Let's see. Left-handed Jedi, so much hate for our fellow humans. That's what kills me about theists. It is disgusting. That's true. That's true. Again, you know, we talked about this yesterday. Since we're going to talk about religion on the show, let's talk about it for a minute. We talked about it yesterday about I'm going to work on like a TED Talk. Essentially, I want to work it up as a TED Talk, and it's going to be about how the soul of our democracy is under attack by Christianity, and we as atheists here are the ones who are fighting to pull those Christians away. The war of attrition. Using knowledge and education as much as we still can to pull as many Christians away from that faith. Not through violence or any of that business, but through knowledge. And that's why I talked to us about being the serpent. That's what the serpent did. It brought them knowledge. It freed them from that slavery. And that's what we do. Those of us who are, you know, outspoken anti-religious nutbags. So I could go as Durante. All I'd have to do is shave my head. That's awesome. I could shave my head and get rid of my beard. Just keep my goatee like a Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. I've done that before. I rocked that. Yeah. I have a story about that. Skunks and Junk says it's negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning. It makes my nipples hard. Stop talking about that. OB Atheist. Damn, I was going to go as sexy Chris. Now we're going to be twinsies. We can twins. Well, we could tripsies with me and Durante. Durante could get him like an Einstein wig to wear around. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Left-handed Jedi donated $10 through Super Chat. Says, since your poll is about heaven, it reminded me of a line from the Storyteller show, The Soldier and Death. In heaven, there is no memory. Thank you for the $10 Super Chat. I think I kind of remember something about that, but then I forget. Maybe I'm in heaven. Hey, that's what heaven is. I wonder if that's what... Never mind. I was going to the cold dementia thing. Thank you for the $5 super chat, left-handed. Let me check out our poll. Eternal Choir. Well, remember, let me reread the poll. I got distracted again. The question is, what about heaven's description in the Bible makes it seem more like hell than eternal paradise? Yeah, you'd have to have no memory, right? To be in no long-term memory in order to be able to just stomach that constantly, all the time. If you read what the Bible says. Let me just go over here. The 46 votes so far. Let's see. Number 1, eternal choir duty, singing "Holy, Holy is the Lord for all eternity." It, if I remember correctly, literally says that in the Bible. Number 2, no free will, just forced worship. Yucky. Nope. That one is actually kind of tied with number 4. Number 3, hell gets all the fun people. Heaven is just eternal church. Hell sounds like much more fun. That one's not getting as many votes as I thought it would. I figured you guys would be like, well, Chris Mallard's going to be there. We want to be there. But no, that one's coming in last. I don't know what's wrong with you folks. So let's see here. I want to go over I want to carefully go over some of the responses because, you know, you got to watch how people say stuff. So we have all of the above from Mark, the right-handed Sith, of course, yes. Mr. Blue says that's what happens when you worship a false god. Sounds like something Teal'c would say. False gods. I hate my false gods. I've read the Bible, but I don't recall descriptions of heaven. Heaven is hard to describe because apologists want to depict it as being attractive. Hell is easy to describe, of course. It's all nonsense. True. Hashtag true. You know, I remember, didn't it have like big, huge gates made of pearls, and there's like 12 gates that goes around, and the streets are lined with gold and all that business? If I remember right. Left-handed Jedi says heaven is either a screensaver that resets every few seconds or that there is no memory in heaven. Yikes. That's the true yikes. That is. Yeah. But if you didn't remember, would you care? I guess it's barely described at all, almost as if the entire religion is about fear more than reward and love. Yeah. These are good responses, guys. Let the hate flow through you. That's right. Let the Christian hate flow through you. You know, if we only had an IP filter. Hernan says the problem with Abrahamic religions is that they're antithetical to democracy. Surrendering, subservience, and compliance destroys free will. They are. They are. I mean, it really is. It's a celestial, how did Christopher Hitchens put it? It's a celestial dictatorship, not unlike a celestial North Korea. That's what happens when you die and you go to, you know. And is there free will when you get there? Is there no free will when you get to heaven? If there is free will, how long can you stay there before you sin and you get bounced to hell? You know, and then do you walk around in constant terror? And then is it like a mind thing to where it's not like in some movies where, you know, you're going around and you're like living your own life and you're thinking, you know, blah, blah, and you're sneaking around and one of your friends betrays you or some of that business. In this world, your own thoughts would literally betray you. You could not keep them from away from this God. Looking at you, Satan. How'd that work out for you? How'd that even happen? Let me check and see what's going on here. Oh. Hey, make sure I ain't doing nothing wrong. GoFundMe. Oh, thank you for that. I got some messages from Kentucky Atheist. He has got some GoFundMe going for his Ark Encounter protest, and that's great because I'm going to be working on that website this week. Perfect. Robin Webster, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Dragons in Genesis, again, good morning. Thank you for joining us again. Jason, enjoyed watching you on Durante's show the other day, talking about some audio, getting some audio up and going. That's fantastical. Cat Kerr believes cows drives tractors in heaven. Well, that would be heaven for them then, wouldn't it? Hi, wait, where are you going? Okay, he's a little PTSD. He's just cold. Good morning. You don't want to see what I'm all right. Let's see if our cam is working here this morning. It wasn't working yesterday. Let's see if our puppy cam is. No. I need to bless and pray over it. I'll do that maybe if I remember to here in a little bit. I'll bless and pray over our puppy cam and see if I can get it going. Well, I guess the Wigglebutt Zone cam is going. There we go. We got 3 of them over there in the Wigglebutt Zone. The other 2 are over here. You know, the staff is just exhausted from all the work I put them through. Dragons in Genesis. Fun fact, the Christian ideas of heaven and hell came from Zoroastrianism. Even the word paradise was born from Persia. That's interesting to know. I mean, there are so many things that the Abrahamic religions have stolen from other faiths. I was talking about that. The question was, somebody was arguing with us and they were stating that, how could Christianity be so wrong if the Abrahamic religion is so old? It's so old, how could it be wrong? And I'm like, dude, really? That is too weak. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of religions that are way older than especially Christianity. Christianity, you're just slowballing at me with Christianity. But even Judaism, even the full-blown, the early scripts of Judaism are hundreds or thousands of years behind. Well, no, thousands, hundreds of years. Yeah, possibly thousands of years behind other cultures, like the Egyptians, the Chinese, the Persians. And a lot of what they got, without Zoroastrianism, there would be no Judaism. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you know, a lot of the Judaism religion seems like small man syndrome. Is that a thing? I don't mean that in a bad way. Pardon me. Little people. I don't mean that, but you know what I'm talking. Napoleon syndrome. That's like their religion was surrounded by all these bigger, older, more popular religions, and it took what it wanted from them and just kept its hate and its ugliness. And anyway, just plagiarism. All you wonderful people. I'm just ranting. Why? Because bro says the fun fact, the Kesh Temple hymn predates the Bible and Torah by over 2,000 years. There you go. Yeah, there are lots of age is not, age does not mean it's right. And Dragons in Genesis, Judaism isn't even that old. It's a product of the Babylonian exile and even Hellenistic period. It's maybe 500 years older than Christianity. See? There's so much, man, that's one of the things I really enjoy about your podcast is all the educational stuff. Right. There are so many. And that's just a poor argument, poor excuse. I didn't even bother including that in my top 10 reasons why apologetics fails every time. It wasn't worth putting in there. Rainbow Love says, I requested off for the protest July 6th, right? I think, oh man, I forgot. Oh, yes, July 6th. You're talking about the Ark Encounter protest. Sorry, we have other protests going on in the world. There's the state capitol protest against 2025. I thought that was what you were talking about till I snapped. And you're like, July 6th. I'm like, something else is happening on July 6th. Oh, yeah. I am happening on July 6th. Absolutely. Have you ever heard of I cannot say those words, Austin Sims? I'm not even going to try. Hernan Scholl was the Judaic underworld, the realm of darkness and nothingness. It was for Messianic Jews who had to split it into two places. That's cool. See, y'all are all smart. Listen, man, I don't like smart people in my chat too much. Keep that shit down. I'm the smart one around here. And the funny one, and the handsome one. And if you don't play by my rules, my mods will probably do nothing and laugh about my narcissism behind my back. But, you know, what's the Capitol protest? Capitol priests. I think you meant protest. If Jesse Bear, if you're still in the chat, do you have a link to the protest? There's a website for the protest. If you're down to that sort of thing and you have time and availability, please go do it. While you can. And, you know, something I want to mention, well, I'm going to make a list of things because I don't want to blow up my channel, the morning show just yet. One of the things I want to talk about here is the protest preparation. We'll talk about that whenever I talk about Elon Muscolini and his stuff. We're going to talk about Elon Muscolini here in a little bit because reasons. Because I'm a jerk and I want to point out some things that I think is kind of makes him a jerk. Means he's a jerk, a douchebag, and a jerk. Let me see here, though. Let me see. One of the things... Yep, nope, save that one for later, Chris. I'm so eager. I'm just ready to start jumping over and talk about it, but we don't want to talk about that yet. No. Can we talk about that and keep it fun? I don't know. Because every time I start talking about old Trumpler, I get all excited. My arms start... And it's just not all that good. John Hudson, I will be floating the Green River during the first July attacking demon trout. There you go. Sapphic Hazard, good morning. You know, Sapphic Hazard says, just remember to mask up. Government isn't playing by the rules we would take as given in a free country. That's very true. Hold on. Yeah, that is very true. And one of the things I have to say about that, Sapphic Hazard, and I've said it a couple of times on the show, is the dice are on the carpet. The dice are on the carpet. Thank you. Now, also, by the way, I want to mention that we talked about this yesterday on the show. I'm going to mention, no, Chris, put it on a fucking list. You've got 10 more minutes of being funny for these people. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here we go. Good morning, Sumami. Thank you for joining us. We need to start a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe. That's fantastic. We need to start a GoFundMe. I mean, I hope you did that on purpose. I think you did that quite on purpose. Maybe so we can get to the go to the Capitol protest. And I'm going titties out. Me too, girl. Me too. They can't stop me. Did I miss a? I did. I was all excited and talking. Let me catch it here. One second, my friends. Jesse Bear, 50 not my President's Day on the 17th at every state capitol. Thank you for that, Jesse Bear. Very much appreciate you. Pardon. Okay. Oh, yes, I got to put that on my list of things to talk about. Okay, so Blue Sky Dresden. These are things I just want to talk about again on the show today whenever we get to that part of the show. I almost forgot. I wanted to talk about those things. There we go. Let me just check our poll one more time here. And then I'll give you guys some bill for our commercial today. Around the 8 o'clock hour, so we can take a break and go get a cup of coffee. Most of us have seen Bill. I'm actually going to work on it, Chris, with boobs. That's hell. Good morning, Zombie God 242. Thank you for your emotional support. Yeah. You haven't seen the OnlyFans video, have you? So it's okay. Austin Sims. Oh, I can't even say that. My husband is Tamil. I'll ask him about this. That's fantastic. Sumami, it's almost like planning for a large event is a thing. Yeah. It's true. We talked about this earlier. We'll talk about it again real quick. Community gathering and community organization. Gathering together our resources together, coming together. There's a lot coming forward, coming in the near future. And so we're building channels, we're building growth, we're reaching out, we're speaking. Durante and I are working together to build our channels. I'm going to be speaking in Raleigh. He's going to have panels there. We're going to have a whole thing in Raleigh. Join us for the Raleigh event. There may, depending on what's going on, I forgot to ask Durante about the times, because why not stream the morning show from the event? That would be cool. Stuff like that for those who can't make it. There's just so much, going on. Then there's the upcoming protest in July. And that's not even counting all the political things that are coming, that just seem to be coming. So anyway, Funk, yeah, good morning. Chris Mallard with boobs would look like Baphomet. Hey, that's true. I could shave off this right here and get my little gut going. And horns. Have you seen Jessie Bear? She put horns on me on my other photo. My old, she did, didn't she? That's awesome. I didn't have as much hair then. I got more hair now. There you go, John Hudson. He's getting it moving right along, if you will. Good to see that. I feel like the libs are getting so angry at Trump, they're going to start protesting and rioting soon. That's interesting, Canadian Patriot. What if the conservatives started rioting? What if he got so bad that even what you would think of as modern, normal conservatives started rioting? I'm just saying. Just wait. Nancy Venice. Okay, I didn't know that. Very cool. Oh, yeah, about your husband being Tamil. Simply Secular Dave. There should be a protest at Mar-a-Lago, which I like to call Der Führerbunker, where people toss small ranch dressing dipped mushrooms at the building. Oh, that would be fantastic. Where are the atheist food banks? Are you really that kind of douche? Or are you just going to come in here and do this? You're just going to be this? Go away, man. Don't get modded out. Just go the fuck away. We don't want to play your game. We don't want to talk about your crap. We don't need you to prod the chat so the chat can be good. Just go away. Go find one of those Andrew Tate streams or some bitch to masturbate to. You just get, well, I don't want you here. Sorry. Not sorry. I just don't give a shit about you and the same crap that you're going to spout. You're the same person that comes back, just a different freaking name. You know, right? Anybody else have any doubt this is the same jackass that comes into the chat as a different freaking name, whether it's pastor this or master that, or whether it's blah, 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 blah. It's the same bullshit we hear all the time. I got no time for your bullshit. You guys are wonderful. I'm just catching up with the chat, guys, real quick. Rab Technologies. Rab, I almost certainly did not say that correctly. Sorry. Rob, just let me know. Mostly peaceful as everything burns. Yeah, I guess so. Mostly peaceful. Just wait, though. That's the whole thing. I'm just like, I'm shut up. I said my piece. I'm trying to shut up as much as I said, I warned you. We warned you, bitches. And now you're going to see, you're going to find out for yourself. Not you, bitches. Us bitches are all together. I'm talking about those bitches. You know what bitches I'm talking about. Religion and horns. What's the deal? I don't know. We like goats. Don't we like goats around here? Goats are awesome. That is a cool name, though, Technology. So I'd like to go check out your channel. Yeah, I don't know who the other person. Let's see. Funk, yeah. Trump might be the one thing that finally unites Republicans, non-MAGA, with liberals as a force against him. I gotta say, friends, I don't want to be an alarmist or none of this business, but go look. Is it oh man, shut up, Chris. 4 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead. The next hour, we're gonna turn on the spicy Chris. If you want to see some spicy Chris, we're gonna let Nancy, all you wonderful soft souls, be ready to either rah-rah with me or, turn it down at the very least, because I'm going to get ranty in just a few minutes. I've got things on my brain. Why are you disconnected? No. My Wi-Fi's. Well, with any luck, we did not lose our internet. Damn, keep your... Right-handed Sith says, at the damn network, you keep describing Durante. I know. If you guys can still hear and see me, I just want to say that, okay, it looks like everything's going good there. It's just my internet's been lost on my touch screen. Okay, cool. I'm not all that worried about it. Boop. Worried enough to keep fucking with it, though. There we go. That's the whole thing. Durante and my message are so similar. He's an ex-pastor. We got differences. There are wide differences. He's got experiences that he brings to it. And we're growing together. We got a great message we're bringing, and we're bringing anybody else that'll come along with us. It's a community. We're all under attack together. We're all under attack, unless you're one of them. Did the jackass go away? No, or is he still here? Oh, still here. I learned about it in religious studies. Austin Sims says, my grandmother was huge into religious studies. She had a wide base of knowledge about the subject. Well, and she was an atheist for a while, then a pastor. What subject are you talking about? I'll look it up. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can find it. I can't find it. Chat, moving on. Sorry. At the damn network, what's the best atheist book? Would it be Dawkins? No. There's actually a book called Atheist. It's a wonderful book. You can find a link in the description of my chat. The description of my video. It's by this dashing and handsome, not Durante author, whose name is Chris Mallard. You can go read that book. That's a good starting place. It's written for simple people. Now, Durante, he too has Durante, if you're still there, and he's probably going, yes, officer, I need a restraining order. Chris Mallard, yeah. But if you're still there, feel free to post links to your books as well. But Durante has books. Christopher Hitchens has got wonderful books. There's lots of great books. Go get one. Have somebody read it to you. There's bound to be one with pictures. Mine doesn't have a lot of pictures, but go get someone to read it to you. Well, Canadian Patriot says, I want a more acclaimed book. I want to debunk the best atheist book. Well, go get your Nobel Prize, man. Go take care of that. John Hudson says, oh, geez, this is going to require a plunger. Oh, I thought you were talking about Canadian Patriots. Sorry, you're talking about more literal needs. Everything written by Durante is the best atheist book. You know, my wife has all of his books, and you know, she reads books all the time. She hasn't said anything about them because I'm afraid that she thinks his books are better than mine. And that's why she hasn't mentioned reading any of his books, because she just doesn't want to go there. And this is all speculation in my own brain. Sapphic Hazard says, Canadian Patriot, you should join the Discord. Yes, sure, why not? He can join the Discord until he starts being such a anti-trans, anti-gay and lesbian douche. I mean, same thing that happened yesterday. What did he say yesterday that finally got me to ban him? Where he was like, you know, yeah, they're tracking women's periods now. Woohoo! I'm like, you're out, bitch. I just ain't having that. You're not going to celebrate the oppression of women here in my chat. Not happening. So if he so much as blinks in that direction, bounce his ass. I don't give a shit. Chrissy don't play that. I ain't playing it. I didn't play it yesterday whenever he came in as a different name. I ain't playing it tomorrow whenever he came in. And you know what I mean? And it may not be the same jerk. Maybe they're all just cut from the same cloth. Name the book and I will debunk it. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. All day long. Rab Technologies. If the extraterrestrial aliens turn out to be interdimensional demons, what book then? That's a great question. What if they're just pissed off aliens? Yeah, interdimensional. I guess they could, if they're interdimensional, they could be outside our dimension, then create our universe, as it were. Sang G says, if you actually read the Bible, that's the next logical course of action, his messenger. Oh, is his messenger still here? Thought I smelled something. Yeah, let me add, that's a great question. If he's even still here and hasn't been bounced from the chat. Trump is threatening to make Canada the 51st state. You know, everybody thinks that's ridiculous. I thought it was, but they're actually going to make a move on Mexico. You watch. I think by the end of this year, they're going to make a move on Mexico. I could be wrong. Pragmatic Crystal is here. Oh my goodness. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Hi, Praggy. Good morning. I hope that got a smile on your face. Thank you for joining us. Funk, yeah. Mallard knows how to give a firm Chris slap. Smack. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I've been thinking, when I was a young person, you'll notice my sense of humor. You know, you don't fake that. It just happens. I found someone who had a sense of humor that I idolized, whose sense of humor was enough of mine that I just kind of levitated towards his comedy, and that would be Robin Williams. So I joke, it's just kind of like, that's kind of how I am. The quick, off the hand, just kind of. But then I'm also very anti-religious. So what does that get us? Not that I'm as funny as Robin Williams. Never, 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 never. Sapphic Hazard, Canadian, yes, he's just being a douche. They're real quick to vote on laws that change the lives of others around them based on their religious convictions, but unwilling to actually read their own book. You know, I'd really be interested to see some of these people go read The Handmaid's Tale. My wife only got a little ways into it before she was like, oh my goodness. No, not good for her mental health. What happened to purchasing Greenland? Greenland and Mexico both have a wealth of financial resources. You know, Trump is actually doing the same thing. It's 8:03. All right, guys. Trump is doing the same thing that Putin is doing. Putin is doing an expansionist thing where he's trying to take over Ukraine. I'm going to run Wild Bill. We're going to do Wild Bill. Sapphic Hazard, Robin Williams was a gift, good humor to aspire to. Yes, he was fantastic. And he had no problem apparently stealing other people's ideas. That was one of the biggest complaints about other stand-up comedians. They'd go out and do a set, and like 2 days later, he'd be out there doing their comedy. So I've warned you, people. I'll steal your shit. I ain't scared. Nothing Trump does, it says, he's going to do is a surprise to me. No, I know. Whenever we saw people, I think it was even you, wasn't it, Nancy, saying you saw them shipping military equipment down to the border. That's not a surprise, but they're actually talking about deeming the cartels like a state within a state of Mexico that will give them, in their own mind, the authority to go after those state within a state. cartels, and that puts them with a military presence in Mexico. And we'll see that happen over the next year. I expect. I hope I'm wrong. I'll be wrong, man. Let me be wrong, guys. Hernan says, I'm 38. My husband is 67. We're quite funny in a weird gay couple way. He makes a lot of 70s references. That's awesome. I wonder if there's references you don't get. Does he say, you're probably not old enough to get this? Thank you very much, Jesse. Please feel free to post that anywhere you want. Did you post that in the, I don't go to check the Discord server. I've been doing things, but feel free to show that as much as you want. As many people as we can get there. Greg S says, many of us in Alberta are really excited about all that, this annexation talk. Western Canada's interests are better served by joining the USA. If Trump is serious, big if, I know we're on board. You know, there are things, let's just see what happens. So there's ways of doing things and bad ways of doing things. It's where we end. You know, I'm going to do Wild Bill, guys. Y'all want to see my boobies? I'm going to do Wild Bill. That'll give us a minute to go get some coffee. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have Ranty Chris and we're going to talk some political smack here in just a minute. We're getting ugly in a minute. Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. What the? I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and I'll be your handsome host, your gilded guide, your cowboy concierge of Shakespeare. Dude, really? Today on Shakespeare with a Redneck, I'm going to perform the prologue from Romeo and Juliet. Damn it, Bill. Two households, both alike in dignity in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Hey, that wasn't half bad. I'm not as dumb as I look. Of course not. You'd be in a coma. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, two snot-nosed brats ignore the warnings of their learned parents and end up getting 4 people killed. Bill, come on, man, you're always blah, blah, atheist stuff, blah, blah, boring. Say something fun, for goodness sake. What? Particle is a fun word. Bill, particle. Bill, or talk about horses and dogs. People love horses and dogs. Or boobies. Everybody loves boobies. Bill, oh, can I say boobies on YouTube? If you close your eyes, it doesn't count. Talk about boobies then. Okay, everybody loves those cute little blue-footed bastards. It hurts right here. Culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid bringing a plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses! By hitting that subscribe button, then that little notification bell. And bang that thumbs up button like frisky cousins at a family reunion. Thank you and take care.
Peace. All right. So, got my earbuds in. Let's talk. So, one of the things that we've got going on here, have you guys noticed? Let me see here. Chris, if hadn't listened to Oedipus Text, I think he may have deeply enjoyed it. I might have. I'll have to check that out. Oedipus Text. That sounds interesting. Oedipus. I'm too smart for my own. Wild Bill is such a card. I know. I need to get more Wild Bill in here. I've got a script worked up and we're going to do more Wild Bill. Pragmatic Crystal, thank you for that. I appreciate the shill of the coffee thing. That's wonderful. Okay, so now on to things I kind of, I'm really hesitant about talking about politics so much, but man, we got to do the thing. Let me check over here one more time, make sure there ain't nothing cray-cray going on. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now when I get texts in Discord during a show, I'm like, oh, go look, something bad going on. Good morning, Anthony Fremont. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so normally we don't talk a lot of politics, but man, I got some shit on my brain I need to talk about today. So, one of the things is that you may not know this. I'm in Albuquerque. I am an actor. And here in Albuquerque, New Mexico was where I'm at. There's a big film community here. And the past couple of years, they've had these things where you'll get this audition notice, or not an audition notice. It's just a casting thing. They're like, hey, come make some money. They're sending out to actors, all you actors, come out and protest, work with our police and prepare to, to work on protesting, teach our police how to protest and all this other business. And I'm like, wait a second, you're wanting us to come down and teach you how to beat us if the government gets out of hand and we need to rally and protest. That's what you're going to do. I was surprised by how many of my actor friends did it, but then I was also not surprised by the actor friends who did it that were right-wing people. Does that all make sense? So that was one of the things I refused to participate in. It was one of those, I'm seeing bad things coming and I'm not going to teach you how to beat me if things go bad. Now, back to what we were talking about earlier, one of the things is somebody said about the way the media is being turned against this. That's another thing I've said very specifically. People are like, hey, let's go to Blue Sky. Everybody wants to go to Blue Sky. Go to Blue Sky. That's great. But be careful. Remember, the Blue Sky is it's not a bastion of safety that you think it is. It may be a bastion of where there's not a lot of right-wing people and there's voices and, you can, friendly voices and all that business. That's great. But for the reason why you don't trust Facebook or you don't trust Twitter or you don't trust any of those other ones, Instagram, for those same reasons, you should not trust Blue Sky. Because there's nothing stopping Blue Sky. Oh yeah, it's independently owned by people who need money, want money, who can be bought out, who will be bought out. And if we all go there and there's any kind of, situation, they'll be bought out and then they will use your words and texts against you from that place that you thought was a safe place. Isn't that interesting that we should even think about talking about that? Hold the phone. There's a New Mexico? Yeah. Not for long. Well, I wonder if they're going to rename New Mexico New America. What do you think? And New Mexico is older than Mexico. The name, I believe. There's a reason behind it. Okay, thank you, Sapphic Hazard, for that. I appreciate that. Sapphic Hazard is just linked it on the Discord. It's a parody of Opus Rex, of course. Yeah, go for those of you who are in our Discord, check that out. Go check that out. Pragmatic Crystal, thank you for the invites. They're Canadian. Do you hate all right-wingers? We are normal people like you. We put our pants on one leg at a time, just like you. Yeah. And then you go out and you want to oppress and hurt everybody else. You want to take money from the poor and give it to the rich. You want to oppress gay people, lesbian people. You want to oppress people who are doing nothing to anybody but just want to live their own lives the way they want to live their lives. And you wake up and you glee at that. Whenever they were doing the Roe v. Wade thing and millions of women woke up across America crying, and you Christians woke up praying glory to your Jesus, you right-wing people who were so happy and so elated that your religious nutbaggery is being oppressed on. Millions of women across the country are in tears, and that just brings joy to you. You people are pieces of shit, so you can think we all put our pants on just like everybody else head first, but you're wrong. My largesse is dissipating with your ass rapidly. I'm not in the mood for that shit. I don't mind. I just don't mind having fun. Oh, well, yeah, back to this shit over here. Hold on a second. Let me talk about this stuff. Holy shit. So I just wanted to mention those things. They've had protests. They've paid people to come out and pretend to be protesters, at least here in my city, to teach our police how to deal with us, how to deal with that. So, be careful. If you're going down there to your state Capitol to protest, be careful. They're probably ready for you. Forrest Valkai I was watching a show with Forrest Valkai, says, listen, construction companies, do not leave pallets of bricks near potential protest or riot sites. It just doesn't happen. If they're there for you to use, and people are watching and they know. So be careful. Don't fall for that shit. Don't do anything stupid while you're out there. All we're saying, be safe. Just be safe. Exactly, Tsunami. That's why they are demolishing the Department of Education. Yeah, there's a lot they're going after, and that's part of what we're going to talk about here in just a minute as we go further. Yesterday on the show, sometimes I like to do themes. Yesterday on the show, we talked to our Chat GPT, and we asked Chat GPT, based on Donald Trump's moves since he's been in office, what are his goals? What's it look like he's up to? What's he doing? And essentially, it says he's trying to create a right-wing authoritarian regime here in the United States and turn the United States into that kind of thing. And then I asked it to compare his moves to the moves of Hitler and Mussolini. My chat is very simple. I just popped open the chat and asked it these questions. I didn't program it. I didn't tell it, hey, be a left-wing nutbag. None of that shit. I just asked it these questions, and it gave me answers you can go look up. And we talked about how, yeah, Hitler and Mussolini both got into office and immediately went into dismantling the governments, the protections, the rules, the things that would keep them from just doing anything they wanted. Once they did that, then they started dismantling other parts of the government that would call, and they dismantled this office and this office. And what is here? Here's a news article. A news article from ABC News from yesterday, and the title, really, all after what I've just told you about what Hitler and Mussolini did, as soon as they got in office, once they got that power, they started dismantling. The headline: here are all the agencies that Elon Musk and Doge have been trying to dismantle so far. Yeah, they're doing exactly the same thing. And there's got a list. I'll post a link. You can go read the whole article if you like. There's the list of things. Yeah, they're going after the federal government. They're going after the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They're going after the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Do you know who that is? Do you know what they do? He's going after the CDC. He's going after the Department of Education. Now, he's going after the FAA. They're going after the FAA. Now, who here doesn't think that the FAA could be run better? They could have better technology and better equipment. I don't even think they really kind of, in a way, need people there. I mean, we've got video games with the computer power that manages shit better than the actual FAA. It could be upgraded, I'm just saying. But to dismantle it and tinker with it the way to cut the funding, the way they've been doing it is just ridiculous. The National Institutes of Health, the National Ocean and Administration, Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, the Treasury Department. Interesting. The U.S. Agency for Internal Development. This is not all of them. This is just not a complete list of the agencies, but that's what they're doing. They're dismantling these agencies within the government. Now, you could argue that they're doing it for financial purposes to cut money on the thing. Well, if they're doing things for financial services, why did they feel intent for financial reasons? Why did they rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? Why did they do that? On Trump's whim, it cost millions of dollars to do that. Just the signage in the United States highway system alone is going to cost millions of dollars. So it's not about money or saving money. It's about control, getting control, taking control. And that's what they're doing. Trolls. John Hudson, Trolls 1, they stole your chat. Don Hammond says, I'm leaving the United Snakes and you'll probably have to force me to come back. Yeah, I feel you. I may be a, I hate to use a slur, but a snowback. going up to Canada. But then we're going to buy Canada or some bullshit, right? So, and I'm not terribly, I don't mind having some antagonists in the chat. They need to talk about what we're talking about on the show. Try to kind of keep it within what we're talking about. Don't be derailing the show. I'm not sure about what's going on. I've been ranting, so I'm just saying. Michael Wolf, good morning. Good afternoon from across the pond. A small government is only for the people with small pee-pee. Well, they want it small in certain ways where they can get away with what they want to get away with. So now here's something else I want to talk about. Now that we talked about what Doji is doing, let's talk about who we're dealing with. Who are we dealing with? You're familiar with this guy, Elon Musk, right? Elon Muscolini. Rab Technologies, reduction in government waste and spending is a good thing for everyone, but yes, we must be skeptical always. Yeah, no, see, everybody can agree with that. We can all agree that some of these things kind of need to be done. There needs to be some organization that needs to be taken care of. We need to upgrade our system and be more organized. Our government does. But doing what they're doing, they're not doing it for that reason. They're gutting it to remove controls and restrictions that keep them from doing what they want to do, what their plans are. Normally, Nancy says Google Maps says Gulf of Mexico for us in the United States and Gulf of Mexico for the rest of the world. One of the dumbest, most pointless wastes of government money ever seen. Right. That's a good question. Why are we going to be the new America, the state of New America? Are they going to change it? Is it an insult to them? I need to sit up, man. So I'm just saying, Cloud9, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Live long and prosper. I would go get my batleth, but I think that douchebag left the chat. Good morning, Look at the Trees. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning, Chris in chat and Chud Wranglers Mods. Chud Wrangler Mods. I like it. That's a good one. Paying no attention to the man behind the curtain. You guys are wonderful. Thank you all for joining me. Raven Lunatic says Australia will welcome anyone who wants to leave the capitalistic hell and live a good life. Yeah, let me ask you though, Raven, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a right-wing movement going on in Australia as well? I think there is. There's a push in the government there as well. Nancy says, why didn't this God give these men bigger penises, dicks, I can say dicks, to begin with, so they didn't feel the need to take over the world in compensation? Yeah, if only it were that simple. I wish it were that simple. I mean, that's a good part of it, I'm sure, but I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean, metaphorically speaking. Rab says, I think Google Maps plays politics on borders depending on which country you're viewing from. True enough, yeah. They're just kissing Trump's ass, really. Christ and his Antichrist. I don't believe in either one of those. Traffic Hazard. I would really love to see an honest person on the American right wing. The closest I recall in this century is Olympia Snow, and she's very retired now. Yeah, there's no honesty. And now it's gotten to a point where dishonesty, bearing false witness, has literally become a signature move for Christians. Has it not? You see them in the chat. If you guys watch any of our stuff, watch them come in here and lie like fools. Praggy, that's a cool little thing you got there. You guys remember the jackass who came in the chat yesterday talking about how he defeated Forrest Valkai the night before on the show? I mean, they just lie. They lie. And when they're done lying, what do? They lie some more. And then the projection, man, the whole projection. Whenever they accuse somebody of something, go, oh my goodness, they must be doing it themselves. Is that not the way it is? They're two of their signature moves. Google Maps changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, no matter who is viewing it, though. I thought it was just for us. Who actually decides what the name of a body of water like that is? Is it the U.S.? Or is it Mexico? Who decides? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't, in a way I don't care, but in a way I care, I remember being a little kid and thinking, why is it the Gulf of Mexico and not the Gulf of America? And so that kind of equates to you what kind of mindset they must have going on. Good morning, Hudson J. Thank you for joining us. Nice to have you here this morning. You know, speaking of liars, let's do this thing. I'll give you this one here. This is it's bottom of the hour. We'll do this.
We really need to stop with this falsehoods nonsense. These are lies spouted by who? Liars. And they need to be called out as such and shamed for their what? Their lies. When Trump's campaign began is when the rain of lies began falling down upon us. But oddly, people suddenly didn't want to call them lies anymore. They were falsehoods being told by the president. When the news started calling out his lies, he called it fake news, or as the Nazis called it, der Lügenpresse, or the lying press. Kellyanne Conway dubbed the term alternative facts to describe the lies being told by the Trump administration. But honest people knew what they were. Lies. Outright, bald-faced, look you in the eyes while stabbing you in the back lies. The president's lies have cost our nation trillions in treasure and hundreds of thousands of American lives. So stop softening it and calling them falsehoods. He didn't misspeak. He didn't misremember. He lied.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It's just their signature move. It's what they do. They do it here all the time. They come in our chat. They do just... It's horrific. It was just shameful. This guy, he claimed to be, like I say, the guy who had been talking to Forrest Valkai the day before. And I actually kind of could believe that claim, you know? So just watching the ignorance he spouted. All right. So now that we've got this, let me do this. I want to come over here and I want to talk about more of this little stuff going on from the leaders on the right. Have you noticed this? I'm going to move this chat for just a second. Let me move this for just a second. I asked Chad a question. Here's the question. Research for me, and this is the beginning of the chat, as you can see. It's the beginning of the chat. Research for me and tell me how often Elon Musk has appeared with his child on his shoulders. I feel like he's using his son as a human shield by carrying him on his shoulders when out in public. I'd like to know if he has a history of doing this with his children or if this is a new thing. Do you guys have any notions about how that's going to come out? What do you think before I read on about what it is? Sapphic Hazard says, yep, human shield, 100%. This is a new thing. Brownies. Defense mechanism. He started doing it after Trump got shot at. That's a great question. All right, so let me go here. I want to ask, I don't want to spoil our deal. Okay. Yes. Okay. You guys are fantastic. I love you. Hugs to all of you. Except you. Yeah, you with the hands. The handsy one. Yeah, you. You know who I'm talking about. Swiss Jesus. That's fantastic. Okay, so here is the response given by Cloud9. Good morning. Thank you. Probably a prop, says Terry Beebe. Probably. Yeah, I would think. Let's see. Lost Explorers Gil. Hello. It's an image thing. Or perhaps he loves the smell of his son's farts and poop hands. You never can tell with these people. So let's look over here again. Or let me just read it to you. While I'm knocking back a brownie and drooling upon myself. That's sexy, huh? Okay. I asked the question. Once again, the question is, how long has he been doing this? Elon Musk has been observed carrying his son X on his shoulders during several public appearances over the past few months. Notable instances include December 2024, Musk attended a meeting at the Capitol with his son perched on his shoulders. February 2025, these appearances have sparked discussions and speculation regarding Musk's intentions. Some observers have humorously suggested, not humorously, I'm not humorously suggesting shit, by the way, that Musk might be using his son as a human shield to deter potential threats, given the increased visibility and perceived protection a child might provide. This theory has been discussed in online forums, though it remains speculative. You think? Pragmatic Crystal, I have a question. How many young people did the Holy Ghost impregnate and they died in childbirth? Like Ego from Guardians in the Galaxy 2? Normal brownies? They're just normal brownies, Sapphic. Sorry. They're called like 2-bite brownies. We get them from Wally World, Walmart. They're delicious. I'm going straight to the... I mean, love handles they don't maintain themselves. They take effort, determination, willpower, consistency. Okay, so back to this right here. And why is nobody... I don't even know what that is. Sapphic Hazard, Elon Musk is a sociopath. And if you think he cares at all about his kids, I'd like to direct you with his relationship with the rest of them. Okay, we're getting to that. The chat says that it is worth noting that Musk has 12. Now, this is kind of where I was going, right? The same thing. When did he start doing this? We know he's got a whole bunch of children. Did he just start doing this? Yes. It's worth noting that Musk has 12 children from various relationships, but public appearances with them have been relatively rare until recently. The recent frequency of Musk's carrying X on his shoulders in public settings appears to be a new development, as there is limited evidence of him doing so with his other children in the past. Additionally, X's mother, musician Grimes, has expressed concerns about their son's public exposure. In response to a recent appearance, she stated that he should not be in public like this. In summary, while Musk has occasionally appeared in public with his children, the specific act of carrying his son X on his shoulders during official events is a relatively recent occurrence. The motivations behind this behavior remain speculative. Only Elon Musk is going to, admit that, and have been subject to discussion. But so now, the question posed in the chat, which I really appreciate. Thank you for this. Did he start doing it after Trump was shot at? And I'm just going to have to go back and watch this if I can. There's so much chat going on. You guys are fantastic. Did he go back and did he start doing it after Trump was shot at? Let's see. Elon Musk has been seen carrying his son X on his shoulder during public appearances, notably during a White House visit on February 11th, 2025. This event occurred after 2 assassination attempts on former President Donald Trump in 2024. One in July in Butler, Pennsylvania, and another in September at Trump's golf course. While the timing suggests that Musk's behavior began after these incidents, there is no direct evidence linking his decision to carry his son on his shoulders to concerns arising from the assassination attempts on Trump. Therefore, any connection between these events remains speculative. But yeah, I mean, literally, this guy, Elon Musk, has got 12 kids and no history of doing this ever. And yet, since teaming up with Trump, since Trump's assassination attempts, this guy is carrying his own kid around like a human shield around his head, around him to protect him from assassination. I mean, I don't really see how you could reach any other kind of conclusion besides that. Just saying. Sumami says, my cat works very hard on her love handles. Cats do that, yeah, as they would. John Hudson, he wears the shitty ass kid to get used to the smell of shit and not to offend all. I figure here's one thing though. You notice how he's doing that with the kid, and that's taking attention away from Donald Trump. And the kid is probably annoying. Just kids are, or at least distracting during all these important meetings. And even I would be like, dude, why are you bringing a kid to this meeting? I'm sure Donald Trump is probably getting tired of it himself. Not that he and I agree on many things, but I think we could probably agree on that. Sith Lord says Christians are disgusting people. Is that like that's like a poem or a haiku? Not all Christians, but a great many. But a great many. They tend to be that way. Muad'Dib. There you go. 100%. The damn short. Go ahead and join the Discord. So you guys know what I'm saying about this. This is kind of obvious. It really seems obvious that this guy, I mean, he's loading his kid up. Can I go through these pictures? Yeah. Now, this is kind of normal. This is the ones we're talking about here. The ones where he's putting them on his shoulders out in public. Now, according to the chat, he didn't start doing that until after. Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi. Donated $2 to the super chat. Barron is too big to sit on Trump's shoulders. He damn sure is. There was a while, I think, Trump didn't like being seen in public with Barron because he was so much taller than Trump. He doesn't like being around taller people. Father Flanagan's altar boy body armor, because why not? It should actually be booty armor, I think. Don't you? Don't you think that'd be even more appropriate? Trump hates women. Yes. That is fantastic. Are you okay, Jack? Jack is here. Our buddy Jack is here. All right. So yeah, it's not too far of a stretch to think that that's what's going on with this guy. Let me come back over here. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, computer. My Wi-Fi may be giving me crap for some reason. Sapphic Hazard said, what? Father Flanagan's a bottom? I don't know. We'll try anything once. Barron is too big. Oh, yeah, to sit on Shaq. Barron is big boy. But there is no doubt Barron is Donald Trump's. Zero doubt. Go look at the nose. No doubt. Yep. Human Shield boosts his pro-child, pro-family image. Maybe it does, Parasophilus. It might boost that as far as him, but I just find it kind of bothersome that well, I mean, is it though? It's kind of on par for these people, you know? He doesn't care about anybody but himself. He doesn't care about his other kids, clearly. Jack, get out of her ears. Don't eat her brains while we're doing the show. Sorry, dog eats ears. John Hudson, you're all right, man. The kid offers him distraction when questioning gets tough and he hasn't an answer. That may be too as well. But that happens everywhere. You know, that happened before. He's always had that problem of tough questions for years and years and years. And he's always had kids for years and years and years. But now all of a sudden that he's with Trump, he's overrunning our government. He's throwing all the people out of the, closing down all these things, shutting down all these services. What was the word? Dismantling our government. Yeah, now all of a sudden he's wearing a flesh helmet, and that flesh helmet is his child. Just kind of seems that way. What is Renegade Sapper? Okay. HR 1161. Greenland. Yay, Greenland. Okay, Greenland. Yeah, some jackass said Greenland. Okay, that's great. That's not, there's so many things that are more important than that. No offense, Sapper. I'm just saying it's like, I thought there was something. Is it like trans issues? Are they going to kick trans people out of the military, or are they going after gay marriage? Or no, it's fucking Greenland. So, sorry, dude. I don't mean to be that way. I'm just like, I just saw it lighting up my chat a couple times. Like, why? And now I'm here like, damn, it's just Greenland. But you know, Sapper, it really is Greenland. It's not those other things, but it's also nothing to be laughed at too. So you're right. I get you totally. Like, dude, The Greenland stuff is performative. It's not going to go anywhere. Anti-trans stuff is killing. I know. That's why I'm like, dude, why are you hitting my chat over and over again going, dude, you really got to check out this thing. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. I just didn't understand. That's what Discord's for, man. You're like, hey, dude, over and over again in the chat, check this out. I'm like, fuck. And what a stupid name. The red, white. Oh, I'm still eating brownies. The red, white. Let me look at that again. The red, white, and blue act. I mean, yes, it is important. I don't mean to be that way, Sappy. Sappy, you're okay, Sappy. You're okay. Damn. The red, white, and blue act. How shameless are these twats? Where does it hurt? It hurts right here. Really? I mean, I heard about this, but I just thought it was hyperbole. That's just stupid. That's stupid. That's just fucking stupid. Do I keep saying that over and over again? All right. Okay, fine. You win. That is. All right, Wi-Fi. I'm going to have to go beat my Wi-Fi with a stick. Let me see here. Sapphic hazard. Set expectations. Nancy. Agree. What did Giles say? Did Giles say something witty? Giles that way. Yeah, the U.S. news, man, I'm worried. Did you guys see how the U.S. news outlets started capitulating to Trump just after he won? I mean, it's just kind of, not all of them, of course, but yeah. All of it's shit. We can't focus on just one thing. We do need to be efficient with our resources, of course, and attacking that which is going on to cause the most damage will catch others alongside. Part of the deal is they're going... It's like they're running through a house with a hammer or a bat, and they're just banging this and banging that and banging this and banging that. And so many people are so distracted by what's going on, you know, that you don't realize that they're out front stealing your car or something is going on, and they're just banging all this stuff. I mean, yeah. They may, by the end of his term, they may as well rename America. What, the United States of Trump? What do you think that Trump land? Trump land. Do you think they'd do Trump land? You think? Anybody here doubt they would do Trump land? Anybody here? Show of hands, anybody? I just don't think so either. The entire tech sector. That's the whole thing I was talking about as well, Sapphic Hazard. The whole tech sector. Where I'm like, just be careful about Blue Sky before you go trusting Blue Sky in anything. The goal is definitely a tidal wave of Blue Sky to make people feel whole. BS to make people feel whole. That's right. Yeah. Just careful about Blue Sky. It can get bought out and be just as corrupt as these others later on. So I'm just saying. That's right. Jay Hudson, yep, huge bait and switch. I'm just saying, man, there's something going on. And you know, who among you think Donald Trump comes up with all this shit on his own? Donald Trump does not. Somebody is giving him orders, and I think it's Vladdy. I think it's his Vladdy daddy. Is literally telling him how to dismantle our government so Trump can run it like his own personal fiefdom, just like Vladimir Putin. Remember what says, have you ever tried socket to me cake? Socket to me cake. I don't know, crusty socket. Don't know what kind of sock you're talking about there. Welcome to the show, though. Trump land, but the only thing to eat is little Cheetos. Cheaties. We'll call them Cheaties. That's funny. Yeah. Our left is too weak, man. Our left is too weak. I was kind of waiting, though. I was waiting for MSNBC to get bought out. Who wasn't? Waiting for those. I mean, they're just, these other places are so big. You see things like, 3M just got sued and they had to pay out $3 billion and they're just fine. They're just fine. Fox tried to help Donald Trump overthrow our government and they had to pay out $570 million or $775 million. Vivek Ramaswamy himself could have paid that fine. We should have shut down Fox with a $5 or $6 trillion lawsuit. Too late now. Trump plan. Interesting. Yeah, I figured Trump plan. We should take bets on that. I wonder if is there any talk about that in the right-wing circles? Renaming the United States? That's a good question. Boop, boop. Let's see what happens here. No, Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so no, not yet. I didn't mean official. I just meant... There we go. Let's see what it says now. Because the unofficial becomes official. You know? Okay. Just check. You never you never know. Would it surprise anyone to see him do that? I mean, Jack attack. Oh, I see. I get it now, Renegade Sapper. Trumpland, formerly Epstein Island. Yeah. 1440 Daily Digest is also a good news source. Interesting. Good to know. Have you tried using the ground news, Nancy? I'm really kind of fond of the ground news. Let me pull it up real quick if you're not familiar with it. It kind of gives you a left and right wing leaning, tells you that this is a full Ukraine liberation. The articles coming out are from these kinds of news outlets. So it'll give you even ones that shows you like Trump readies matching tariffs on trade partners. There's no right-wing coverage on that at all. You know, stuff like that. Judge leaves intact a ban on Dodge access to Treasury records pending a hearing Friday. You know, they're just going after our government, going to gut it as quickly as they can. 8 inspector generals fired by Trump file a federal lawsuit. Remember, we're talking about dismantling the organizations that would hold him accountable. This is all part of that. So, very true, very true. Let me go here. All right, we got that. I know. Ground News is very fun. It's actually Mark Reed, I think, was the one who showed me Ground News. Very good stuff. I really enjoy that. That's good stuff. All right, give me a second here, my friends. Ground News as well. Okay, got you. You like the Ground News too. We have a right-wing channel here, Sky Channel, but nobody watches it because of the drivel. Only the choirs watch. Where is that, Quasar? Workers unite. No one is free until the workers are. That sounds like a Star Trek Deep Space Nine, whenever Rom created a union. MSNBC and the Democrats are right-wingers, globally speaking. Well, I mean, yeah, that there's a word for how the right wing has pushed us so far to the right. I don't remember what that is now, but that's fantastic. We actually put an image of Donald Trump's head on a chia Trump yesterday, but we had too many people getting romantically excited about it. Nice to have you in the chat, though. Workers unite. No one is free until the workers are. Nice to join you. Yeah, that's They think we're right wing. They call us left wing, the radical left. They have no idea what radical left is. If the radical left, the real radical left, were to come about, we would be eating us some billionaires. Am I right? Am I right? But this whole notion of, oh, we're radical left because we want gay people to have rights. We're radical left because we like the trans people. We want them to have rights and be taken care of. That makes us the radical left. They have no idea what radical left is. And unfortunately, though, the Overton window, thank you, Viclit, the Overton window. They've pushed our Overton window so far that, yeah, we're not left-wing by their standards. Australia, Sky Channel on the web. Got you, Quasar. Thank you for that. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, there's so many people who've really, really thought about leaving the United States and just bailing the hell out. The only thing worse, though, than our internal policies are our external policies. You know, you may not want to be an American in America, but the last thing you want to do is be somebody else outside of America. Because, yeah, well, the Dems get more and more fascist. Well, what about the right? I mean, no, I get you, but the right wing is fascist. The right wing is already wearing that hat. I mean, don't be that, man. I hope you're not that same fucking douchebag. Comes in with one of those names and starts talking like he's on our side, and then starts spouting some stupid fucking bull. Is that what you're gonna do? I hope you're not that guy, dude. I swear, YouTube has got to be a way of blocking assholes by their IP address. If they, I'm gonna block assholes by IP address. Is that possible? Let me look that up. I'm making a note to look it up later. Block YouTube chat assholes by IP address. It would be so nice to never see you in my chat again. If you're that asshole. If you're not, fine. If you're a different asshole. My people in my chat know what I'm talking about. You know, and if you are, we'll know in just a minute. It's all the same. We'll keep on going about how bad the Dems are and just ignore all the bullshit about the conservatives and all the shit and Dems are bad. The Dems are Nazis and just go off. And I got no time for it. What about it? I mean, is that all you got? I don't know who you are. I mean, I'm just waiting to see. Is that what you got? Is that what you're going to do? You're just going to come in here and bash Dems and ignore. Why would you vote for a fascist when they're not Dem or Republic? Well, I don't think you understand what fascist means. Yeah. Have you not seen the policies that Biden has been doing? Oh, very, very fascistic. Yes. Relieving students from their student loan debt. Predatory student loan debt. I mean, these kinds of things. Giving rights to gay people or trans people or those kinds of horrific things. That's fascism right there. And Trump is literally dismantling our government, following the steps laid out by Hitler and Mussolini. And you're going to come in my fucking chat and you're going to bitch about the Dems. The Dems are so weak and pathetic. It's horrific. Look what's happening because they're so weak and impotent. And you're going to call them fascists. You're a fucking moron is what you are. Now I know why Forrest and Matt argue, cuss at some of these people so much. Because I mean, Jesus, look at this stuff. I have zero problem with people like you just hitting that unsubscribe button. Just go the fuck away. Go live in whatever kind of bullshit you come from. Again, I can't wait to block assholes by IP addresses. Let me go on, catch up with the chat here and see what's going on. By trying to dissuade people from voting on the side that's actually not run by Nazis. I know, right? Misinformation, lies. You're a fucking liar. Spreading misinformation and lies. Or you absolutely have zero idea what a fucking fascist is. Go look it up. The definition of fascism is right-wing politics married with business. Business and right-wing politics. Go look it the fuck up. It's the definition of fascism. And go look at what's happening. The right-wing politician Donald Trump is going into bed with Elon Musk and is disassembling our fucking government right now. Go look at it. Go read it, you absolute moron. You're a fucking moron is what you are. Communist, my ass. Raven Lunatic for $5 says, if you're going to stop YouTube chat assholes from spewing out their rhetoric, you're going to need a Father Flanagan's butt plug, a massive one, no doubt. Diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain with these people. Do you even know what a communist is? Just come in here to vilify things you don't even know what they are. Oh my goodness. The pain hurts my brain. I wish I could taser you over the internet, but the law says I can't. For now. Nancy Chris getting spicy again. Me too. See, as long as it's not, well, thank you. As long as, as long as it's not scary away. I don't, you know what I'm talking about. Whenever you watch some people and it's just, it's hard to watch some people sometimes. Even though I agree with what they're saying, it can be hard to watch. Yeah, so I don't care. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean? We see this all the time. The right wing, Donald Trump has come out and with a straight face called the Dems fascist. That's just stupid. Two fascists don't make a right. That's true. That's true. It's unfortunate that you don't know what fascism is. Too bad. Clearly. The more you speak, though, I find it interesting. The more you speak, the more you expose your ignorance. Have you noticed that too? Chat, have you noticed that? A lot like the guy who was in our chat yesterday. What was his name? The one who was bragging about beating Forrest. Well, you did beat Forrest, didn't you, though? Oh, man, somebody modded him out. I was going to see if if he's going to talk to us about how he took out Forrest in the conversation the other day. Remember they came in, I defeated Forrest on evolution. Did you really, though? Did you? I don't know. I was listening to that conversation. I don't think you did. Yeah, see, Sumami, I think he's just a villain. He's just somebody pretending, coming in with, we know what kind of person this is. Why spend so much energy? I wonder, is it a bots? Maybe a bot. Sapphic Hazard, he did not beat Forrest. Were you here for that yesterday, Sapphic? Did you hear he come in here and he opened the conversation with, hi, everybody, I defeated Forrest in one-on-one Mortal Kombat concerning evolution. I was like, dude, really? He didn't say that. He just said, as far as evolution. I was like, no, you did not. I was like, man, he beat you around all over the place, everywhere, and you could do nothing. Good morning, Kelly. Been busy morning. Sorry I haven't been here. No worries. Just saying hi. I do not believe workers is a communist thing. No. There's a happy balance between communism or not communism, but socialism, capitalism, that kind of thing. There's a happy Ghostface 98, villains everywhere. We can sense these people. I know. You can tell, man. They come in and they say things. You're like, uh-oh, where's this going to go? Even if they say things that you think they're agreeing with you, it's like, ooh, where is this going to go? I believe Lost Explorers Guild. I thought a fascist was just someone who was really into fashion. I believe the word comes from something to do with groups. The word groups in Italian. Cliques. Yeah, I think that's where it kind of comes from. But that's what the definition of the business and blah, 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 blah. A bundle of sticks. It's funny. He was just ignorant, all kinds of ignorant. Let me do this thing. I've got stuff. Thank you for the link. Thank you for the links, Pragmatic Crystal. I've got the videos to edit. I've got people to talk to. I've got stuff to do today, tomorrow. Man, we got a lot going on. Thank you all for joining our wonderful community. Tonight, be there for Durante's show. He's going to have his Bible study with the next pastor and stuff. And I'll be stalking his chat, giving some grief and whatnot. Let me read our super chats here, folks, before I run away. Boo, boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. Boo-doo, boo-doo. Look down, don't look him in the eyes. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Our fan funding. Let me reread our fan funding. Thank you, everybody who supported the channel. Left-Handed Jedi, once again, thank you very much for the 5 network memberships to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I very much appreciate you. And I know they do too. I've seen so many people come and say, hey, somebody gifted me a membership. Thank you. So we all appreciate you. Raven Lunatic for $5 said, Durante, you are so talented, inspirational, and a lot funnier than me. Make me say that. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh, it's a hug. A hug. Thank you for the hug. $2 hug, Rainbow. Appreciate it. Be safe out there. Stay warm. Left-handed, did I sense your poll is about heaven? It reminded me of a line from the Storyteller show, The Soldier and Death. In heaven, there is no memory. That really kind of does make sense, or why there would be, you wouldn't have a very long memory, because it would just suck based on what they tell you heaven is like. Raven Lunatic for $5 said, if you're going to stop YouTube chat assholes from spewing out their rhetoric, you're going to need a Father Flanagan's butt plug, industrial size, a massive one. And then thank you for the hugs, the $2 super chat, Rainbow. Very much appreciate you. Thank you. You guys, all of you, I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you tomorrow. Like I say, we've got a lot going on. Trying to relax and not push too hard this week and just kind of enjoy the ride a little more, take a little time, play video. I've been playing a video game, trying to like take a break and just chill and enjoy it again. So I'm going to be dropping some videos. We're going to have some fun. Everybody have a wonderful day. Remember the song come. Oh, we didn't even do the Pharaoh Sombrero today as far as the video. Are you proud of us? We got through it without doing the video, but you get to hear the song right now. Everybody take care. Thank you very much. Sin safely, my friends. Thank you and have a great day.
Mi burrito es tan bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister. Now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.